think I might try this Grixis list. Big fan of Grixis. Kind of plays similar to the deck we just played, but we actually have creatures. Yeah, we should have shown off the list. Oh well. It's the list Savage used recently, so we just want to try it out. Had a couple of different cards in it, so looks kind of cool. Seems like a fine hand. A little slow against like mono red. Really slow against mono red, I guess. Yeah, I think he just clicked too fast. He didn't think about it. Because I guess as a mono red player, you're just like, sure, whatever, resolve, resolve, resolve. And he didn't like realize what he was resolving. It's my best guess at least. So maybe is it Drake's? He's looking to shock or opt here. So let's thought erasure, see what our opponent's doing. Yeah, it's most likely is it. Probably the Arclight Phoenix deck that we were playing before. It could also be Jeskai. He just hasn't shown us white yet. Yeah, so it's the Phoenix deck. In that case, either way we go, he can discard the Phoenix. Both of these cards, draw 2 cards and get the Phoenix in the yard. So maybe best to just take like a shock. Yeah, I think we're gonna take a shock here. Keep the counterspell. I think maybe the counterspell is really weak against this deck. We probably should have binned it. But I'm hoping he shocks that in, plays Tormenting or Chart Course, so we can Disinformation Campaign and not help our opponent. That would be the goal here. Alright, looks like he's doing that. Because if we were to just play that, he would just discard the Phoenix. Pay 2 life. Let's go on a campaign. The ritual is very weak. Oh, he drew a second Phoenix. That's unfortunate for me. Maybe it doesn't have alright, there's a Drake. Rip? I don't know if it's quite rip. But I think we need to work on his hand for sure. So I think this is Nicol Bolas' turn, even though I want a Ritual of Soot. If we can keep his hand low, he's not going to be able to get those Phoenixes back anytime soon. And I think we'll even be okay with his block here. So if he draws a mana, he can play it. Which should be pretty easy to do. But yeah. Alright, so we'll have his Phoenixes in play. Luckily, Nicol Bolas is pretty good at blocking Phoenixes. He has to kind of shock randomly. Unless he drew another 1 mana spell. Okay. Attacks with a Drake. I think we have to block it. It does trample, which is a little annoying because we still take 4. So we can either take 3 or we can take 4. Next time we're probably playing Nicol Bolas. So I think we want to get this off the table. We'll just take the 4 here, which is a lot of damage. Taking 10. Okay, pitches the beacon bolt. Alright, so we got nothing to deal with this guy. That's GG. All he's got to do is cast beacon bolt. I'm sure he has enough spells. Yeah, 7. Alright. Let him attack. We'll be nice. Drake seems rough for this deck. Yeah, I mean, the Drake deck kind of preys on control decks, so it makes a lot of sense. Definitely a hard matchup, especially since the Drakes get under our or get over our ritual sit. All right, so game 2. Hand's kind of bad. The double check lands is not very attractive, but if we draw lands, it's amazing, of course. So we'll give it a go. Okay, so this is like Demir Surveil. So we should have time to find mana. If we draw a land, we'll Thought Erasure. If we don't, we'll Discovery. Oh, alright. Well, I guess we'll do whatever our opponent lets us do. He should probably take the Discovery here. Okay. Wow. Okay. Need to find lands. That's not a land. Alright. We'll have to kill Thief of Sanity, or that's going to kill us outright. We get Blood Operative back later. Alright, we're good on lands. Got rid of the Hostage Taker. Nice. And there's Doom Whisperer. Well, we have the Contempt. He's going to pick up the campaign. He knows we have the Contempt too, which is kind of odd. Okay. I guess he doesn't know about the swamp, so he might just think we don't have mana. Yep, that guy gets in for 5. It's becoming an issue. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that guy. Another Thought Erasure. Okay. This guy's getting a little scary. Hey, land. Perfect. Can't play around negate, so whatever. Doesn't have it. I don't know why he wouldn't campaign there instead of discovery. Yeah, I think he should just be trying to get my hand down to 0 cards as fast as possible. Sure. It's just like free card advantage. He'd just be going crazy with it. And Chupacabra. Alright. So, I mean, we can Dispersal here. Doesn't seem that great. We can also Discovery to Surveil to pick up Disinformation Campaign to get a bunch of draws, which probably is the best. Yeah, let's go Discovery. We're already gonna have a campaign in hand. I don't think we want to. Nice, I'm okay with that draw. Let's actually take the other one as well. Sure. I'm gonna keep a card in hand to discard. Let's remove... Oh, go to my opponent's graveyard. Cards I don't want to see again. I guess another Hostage Taker would be bad. Granted, we could take the Hostage Taker, I guess, with Eldritch Reborn next turn. But we'll probably just get Chupacabra or Thief of Sanity. Sure, we'll block. We can just take the Sprite. Taking the Sprite might be best. Yeah, why not? See if Thief of Sanity is not going to get in anytime soon, I don't think. We'll just take all the creatures. There we go. Oh, that's true. Basically, you just want board control. So I can get in some lifelinking. And we can use the Sprite for our campaign. So you're definitely right. It makes his campaign way worse. Price of Fame, you got it. He doesn't want me gaining life. 2 Surveils. Oh, he's playing the duplicate deck. Okay. You get the swamp. Right, it's not actually in hand. There's another Blood Operative. For sure, we'll play another one. Get rid of his duplicate, so he can't ever jumpstart it. Opponent's graveyard. Where did it go? Alright, there's a concession. It's like, I don't know how many more turns we need, but we're probably there. Had to wait for it. Click through it recently. Our opponent's playing an interesting deck at least. A lot of creatures, a lot of Surveil. It was putting a lot of pressure on me early. But I think him playing Doom Whisper into our Vraska's Contempt was a huge mistake. We can keep this. We have an early removal, some later removal. More hand destruction would be nice, like -1 land, +1 thought erasure, but we'll keep this. So we'll see if this deck plays Vinemare. That could be a huge issue for us. So let's go Summit, and we'll actually Discovery here. Ooh, Ritual Soot looks really nice. Let's keep that on top, or put it right in our hand. Let's see. You'd have a 1-turn buffer between him drawing a creature and then be able to jumpstart Quasi if something else would have been a more important target there. I think that's true, yeah. So next time we're just looking to Ritual. So I think we're just going to play the Blood Operative as a blocker, see what our opponent does. You may. Oh, we still have the target. We can just decline. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had 0 in hand, so nothing to flash it back. We will definitely chump this. We could almost just chump this guy and kill this guy with a cast down. I almost like that better. Oh, the music's back. Okay. What's actually best? I can't imagine his creatures get any smaller, so we'll just jump the damage for now. The music got louder too. Alright. Let's turn that down a little bit. I think the channel just died and then it finally came back. Alright, anyway. So my turn, what are we doing? We're just ritualing. We have a second one, so there's no way it's not the best play. Our opponent missed a land drop too. 2 land drops. See what he's doing. Hey, he does run Vinemare. Get that out of here. It's a cheater card. Alright, thought erasure. Just keep the pain train rolling. Oh. Okay. I see, you're playing some cards. The Vivian's a little while away. 2 turns, and we have the Vraska's Contempt for it. So I think we're just gonna get rid of the Vinemare, because it's too annoying. We really want to not come into play tap land so we can transform Nicol Bolas. So we're gonna bin that. I think I found the deck strat. We'll actually take the action here. Give us something to play. Yeah, target a thing, decline it. Sure. Okay with this block. Let's go ahead and transform. So we can grab a creature out of the yard if we want. Don't think we have anything we really want. So I think we're just gonna get the 2 cards. Pellet Collector. I mean, why not just draw some more cards? Gonna look to remove our opponent's deck from the game. Yeah, we don't need to do anything. We can just chill. Sure. Harpooner. Sure. I mean, let's just eat his hand, I guess. You can't fight a planeswalker, right? Yeah. Yep, major land. Oh, he didn't let me do it. Come on, man. I mean, that's fair enough. It would take like 2 turns. The threat was there. That's all you need. Yeah, I wanted to see the animation. I'm sure there's some cool animation when his whole deck goes to the exile. Like when you play Phyrexian Scriptures. It's very satisfying. Alright, what we got? Looks decent enough. We'll keep this. Early removal. We can hopefully draw into Ritual Soot if we need it. Check land with shock land that lets us have untapped lands. It's very nice. Ooh, playing against mono white potentially. Let's go discovering. Hey, there's the ritual. I think we can dumpster the swamp. Maybe we want the swamp actually. Just keep lands coming. So we can get up to this Dream Eater eventually. Yeah, let's just keep it. Four mana planeswalkers that remove decks have been historically strong. Yeah, also when they come into play and they make you discard and they attack for 4 and then they transform and draw 2 cards. It's pretty nifty. Okay, so this is the token deck. So it's even better that we got the Ritual of Soot. We can't cast down this guy, unfortunately. So we'll just take the 2. History. Yep. That's a card. Ooh, a Thought Erasure. Definitely want a Thought Erasure, but I think we just got a Nicol Bolas. Because we're only really afraid of the... what is that thing called? Discordant? That buffs them all? That's a legendary? We can't really deal with that right now. What is this card? Oh, okay. That is Quite the Timmy card. Ooh, alright. So we'll eventually Dream Eater to get this guy back, I think. But then you can just play it back again, so I don't know. Well, if we can do it with no cards in hand, put it back in hand, then Nicol Bolas will come and play, and then we'll discard it. We don't get the benefit with the Loxodon. Alright, so we Ritual here. Unfortunately, don't kill the Loxodon. It's a little sad. But we got the Contempt, at least. Loxodon, making a Loxodon. I'm okay here, not taking the 4. Seems nice. Eldritch Reborn, yes please. Sapling Migration, it's pretty good here. Discard a card. What do we get? Another one of those. Alright. So we don't have a land, so we can't Contempt and Thought Erasure. But we can at least Contempt. Or we can cast down. We can cast down Thought Erasure. That's probably pretty good. I think all those other threats are probably legendaries, so let's Thought Erasure here. What's the response? Just cast it down? I could have just done it as upkeep, but would rather just go and get rid of it. And a Nicol Bolas. That's Tribunal, right? Not Binding? Yeah. What are we going to get from the graveyard next turn? Guess we're just going to get a Loxodon. We could get an Emeria. Start making some lifelink tokens, but he has blockers. So I guess we'll keep Nicol Bolas around. Or we could just throw him in the graveyard and pick him back up. That's probably what we should have done. Because we may have to Ritual here, depending on what he plays. Yeah, we can save the Ritual. We don't need to. So we'll just play this guy. And we'll play the Nicol Bolas. Look to Ritual next turn. Alright, well never mind. He concedes. Gotta respect these players that concede when the game's over, even if the game's not actually over. When Control has won, which is like 10 turns before you actually do lethal damage to the opponent. Because there was no way he could come back with 1 card a turn. Alright, it's kind of similar to last hand, just no turn 4. We'll keep this just because we have removal, counterspell for key stuff. If it's mono red, this is going to be kind of brutal, but I think I say that every time. Just kind of a brutal matchup in general. Our 1-for-1 answers don't do well against mono red. Alright. Could be Drakes. Yeah, it's Drakes. So I'm going to try to line up the Vraska's Contempt with the Phoenixes, if possible. Since we lost to this matchup before, I think we're going to have to do that. We should run 3 of these. So I have 1 extra. This will keep the counter magic open. There shouldn't be anything like we really want to counter. Maybe a Enigma Drake. Or the Electromancer. I mean, he's only playing 1 spell this turn. So we'll just let it resolve and cast down it. No, we'll just take the tempo. Because I think he wants to play the Radical idea. Would rather save that for another Drake or something. I think that's correct at least. A little greedy. I don't want to take the damage there. If I could do it again, I'd probably play the Sulphur Falls. Just in case this is a 3-spell turn. Okay, Electromancer. Hey, Nicobolus. Let's get those cards out of that hand. Might not always be the best for us, but I think he would have discarded a Phoenix there if he had a Phoenix, so. Maximize Velocity. Not a great hit, but if we get our, oh, what are these guys called? The lifelink guys that remove cards. If we can remove it, that's going to be pretty big for us. I think we'll just pass the turn here. He might go all in on this Drake and then we can contempt it. Or just cast down. Or Dream Eater. See what he wants to do. So that was 1 spell. 2 spells. And 3 spells. Okay, so I actually think we're going to Dream Eater, block Enigma Drake if he attacks. Because I want to find my operatives. Alright, so... Well, I don't even know if I want to bounce anything. Let me think, he has 2 spells in hand. He just casted a shock. Yeah, we'll just Dream Eater, not bounce anything. Guess we'll get rid of all except for the Discovery. We just want to dig. Decline. Maybe we should have bounced it. I don't know. It might be more threatening in the graveyard than it is in the hand. We just need to keep mana open for cast down in case he tries the velocity, yes. I know what I just said, but he's only at 10, right? So I think we can Blood Operative here. We can try to. We can drag it out of our hand. Let's get the Phoenix. And then hopefully soon we can get the velocity. So Crackling Drake. Is he gonna velocity it here? Crash through? Sure. Oh, a second velocity. Okay. That's a little scary. We can transfer Nicol Bolas, but we'll probably die. Even if we choose to kill this. 2 velocities is pretty scary. So I think we'll just keep Nicol Bolas on defense. We'll keep our cards in our hand. Just attack with a Blood Operative, get some life back. Put a little pressure on him. Okay, Enigma Drake. Gonna make him spin the velocity here. Yep. Pitches a Beacon Bolt. Okay. That resolves. These are all jumpstart, so you can't actually play any of them. Attack. Alright, we gotta do both. So let's Contempt. I'll also cast down. We still have to be wary of him playing like he can just draw any one creature and pretty much kill us this turn. So we're just gonna go Eldritch Reborn and attack with the Blood Operative. So we'll be at 13, but that's not enough for us to survive if he decides to well, not if he decides, but if he ends up drawing another Drake, we'll at least have a blocker. Okay, Radical Idea gets rid of the Phoenix. Another Radical Idea gets rid of a land. That's kind of nice for us, these cards going away. And Beacon Bolt. Get his Phoenix back, attack me for 3. Yeah. It's not a good draw. Okay. I guess technically you can't haste anything. Alright, we're just drawing duds. We might just get the Crackling Drake so we can draw another card. Let's see, does our graveyard have anything? Dream Eater. Dream Eater could be nice here. Doesn't really do anything though. Because he would just have the Drake and he could haste it next turn. Nicol Bolas doesn't do anything. We've already drawn. Yeah, we'll go with the Crackling Drake. Cast down's nice. Or a Moment of Craving, rather. Yeah, we definitely want to kill this. He only has 9 in his graveyard, so we have plenty of life here. Thought Erasure forces a block. Getting a 7th card in our graveyard. We can also pick up the Blood Operative. Sure. Yep, you get to keep your land. We do not need that. How many spells does he have? 14. I don't think we want the Crackling Drake then. Or we don't want the Blood Operative, because we would die on the swing back if he draws. Yeah, let's decline it here. Nice. So Blood Operatives help a lot in this matchup. I forgot we had 3 in the deck. We just have to find them early enough. So what were we? We were 4-1 or 5-1? I didn't look at it. I want to say it's 4-1. Lost to a Drake, won against a Drake, won against Mono Green, some other stuff can't think of. This hand seems fine. We'll keep this. Yeah, what else did we play against? I remember the Mono Green. Oh, we played against kind of the mirror, Surveil quasi-duplicate deck. We beat that deck. There's one other matchup I can't think of. Was it the Mono Red, or was that with the Soul Tie deck? Well, here's Mono Red. Thinking if I want to go ahead and craving this now, so he doesn't get the extra 1 damage. There's got to be something better for me to get. So we'll pass the turn. Sure, Lava Runner. Let's go and kill it. Kill this other one. Because you want to make him start discarding cards out of his hand. But if he just discards spells, then it kind of hurts us. Ooh, Nicobolus. That should put a stop to some of this attacking. Sure. Nice. Not a shock land, always nice. He's got to make a decision here. I think we're probably getting to the point where he's going to start discarding Burn, which is really good for us. We can't really block here because he gets first strike and then he can ping. We can block the Firebrand, but we can't block the Chain Whirler. So we gotta take the damage here. Another Chain Whirler. Okay. It's not great for us. Shouldn't have played a land yet, just in case we draw like a Moment of Craving or something. Eldritch Reborn. I think we're getting to the point where we might have to block. Because if we block, then he has to sacrifice this guy, and then we can drop Eldritch Reborn and we kill one of them. It's not guaranteed. Because he could play another creature, but hopefully we've gotten rid of all the other creatures. Just need to protect our face. Risk factor. If we take 4, we go to 7. Make him sack our guy. For the next turn, we go to 4. I don't think we can roll with that, so I think we have to decline. Wait, let me think. 11, take 4, go to 7. Next turn, we go to 4. Only have 1 card in hand. But then you can just risk factor again, and he gets it no matter what. So, I think we're just going to give him the cards. Sucks, but here we are. Feels really bad, but hopefully that he just can't play all these cards fast enough because he doesn't have enough lands. Maybe we can get to the point where we can start making him discard. Like, is that the best you have for your turn? Because if so, that's pretty good for me, I guess. Shock does 3 damage, another 3. Going to 5. Pitch a card, pitch a card. Sure, Firebrand. We have double counter with Surveil. We also have Dream Eater. So I think we pass and see what we're forced to do. We're like technically at 2, so he doesn't need to do much. So we probably have to Dream Eater this turn. So if we let this happen, or if we counter it rather, we still take 4, we go to 1. There's like no way we survive anything at 1. So it's gonna resolve. Resolve. We gotta decline. Oh, he doesn't have 2 spells in his graveyard? Wait, what? Oh, right. He just got rid of the second one. Alright, Dream Eater. Need to leave mana open for a counter no matter what we do. I don't think we have enough time to do that many counters. What are we getting back next turn? We kind of need to deal with this card that's in play. Chain Whirler. My graveyard says Nicobolus, which I think is good. Hopefully we can just make him discard another card this turn. We could flip Nicobolus and kill the field. Oh, we discarded the risk factor. Okay, so he's looking to risk factor next turn, so we'll definitely be countering that. Gets rid of the Chain Whirler. And I think we'll have to start attacking. Or we will not be able to kill this guy. Still don't know if we'll be able to kill this guy. But if his whole turn is just risk factor, that's really good for us. Lightning Strike. Alright, well, we have to counter it. Which I guess is fine, because he can't risk factor unless he has land. Don't need that. Okay, Firebrand. Attacks with both. Yep. Puts me at 2. Okay. So he's just trying to play Rick's Factor and ping me, right? So what can we do to combat that? 3, 4, 6, 7. I don't have enough mana to really flip, kill, and deal with everything. I think it's our only really option. Our only option though. Oops. Meant to attack. Oh well. We could also resurrect someone. Is there anything that helps us here? No. Alright, so he missed 4 damage. But I don't know if we'll get him into that range. Yeah, alright. GG. We tried our best, but Mono Red did Mono Red things. I think Mono Red will always be an issue for this deck. Maybe post board, if we put in some Fountains of Renewal, more Moment of Cravings or something. More life gain. The Chain Whirlers did a lot of damage to us. Yeah, it probably doesn't get much easier. Finding the Blood Operatives would have helped. Speaking of Blood Operatives, we'll keep this hand. Just by removing like the second half of Play Your Own Whirly Boys. Just removing the second half of like the risk factor would have been nice. Flower. Should have a pretty good matchup against Celestia. Don't have our Moment of Craving, so that guy's going to be an issue for a little while. See if we can slow our opponent down a little bit. Oh yeah, rip history. And there's our Craving, so we'll keep that. So 2 Loxodons. Two Loxodons. Wow. A second one. Sure. Campaign seems good here. Sure, he'll give us the 3rd card. Yeah, give us the land. So we can tap play Loxodon. We can cast it down. Yep. Tap Loxodon. Another campaign. Looks good here. So campaign again. Another land. I guess we'll wait till next turn. See if he taps the Loxodon instead of attacks me. Maria, okay. I think he should have tapped all three, played the second Loxodon. He would have got a free token. Alright, Verasquez is a good good answer here. So I think we're gonna Discovery. We can grab the Thought Erasure, but we're about to get 2 Disinformation campaigns in our hand, so I think we just dumpster those. Maybe we want the land, actually. Yeah, land looks good here. We keep making our land drops, we should do pretty well. There's our moment. Nice. Alright, so we can deal with the board next turn, except for the lifelink token he makes, or whatever he plays this turn. Doesn't play anything. Nice. Well then it's Nicol Bolas time. March of the Multitudes. Yep. I guess in response to a Moment of Craving. Kill the Vanguard. We still need to find our own Ritual of Soot. That'll kind of put us way far ahead. Sure. We have enough to flip Nicol Bolas, but we're not going to here. Let's Blood Operative. Maybe Discovery as well. Yeah, Discovery first, in case we get a Ritual. Dream Eater. I don't have enough mana to play it. Oh, we do technically if we shock ourselves. We'll keep it around for next turn. Play the Operative. I don't think this matters at all. He could be running Ajani, so it actually does. We get rid of the Vanguard. And we can't really attack yet. We need like 1 or 2 more turns where he doesn't do anything. We can play our Eldritch Reborn. Start wearing down these tokens. Let me just draw a card as well. Yeah, no reason not to. It's not that hard. Alright, draw a card. Flourish. Yep. It's like you've committed. You have to attack with that. 9 mana. We're just gonna sit behind this Eldritch Reborn and Dream Eater for now. Contempt anything scary, bounce the token even potentially. I think we're gonna get Blood Operative back, if I had to guess. Yeah, sure. Oh, we kicked it. That's pretty good. So, let's go Dream Eater. Don't need any of these cards. Bounce one of the green tokens so we can block the white token. Do we want the Blood Operative? Probably not. Probably just gonna pick it up. Take the second Vanguard. I think we can attack here, and then we'll flip Nicol Bolas. Leave mana open for Verasquez. But we can just sit behind Nicol Bolas now. Alright, opponent, what you got? We still haven't drawn a Ritual of Soot. We're almost through like most of our deck. 28 cards left. I guess it's only halfway. Locks it on? Sure. I think we'll go ahead and take out the Loxodon. Let's draw some cards. What do we get? Another Nicol Bolas. Another Disinformation Campaign. Or, no. What else do we want to play? Leave 4 mana open. Let's draw a card. I guess no reason not to play a second one. We can attack with the other one. Alright, he concedes. Cool. Don't even need Ritual. Alright, so that brings us to 5 and 2. That's actually going to be it for tonight.